Hey, this is Carrie Spratley, and I want to talk to you about Plexus products in relationship to autoimmune illness. I am a board-certified holistic health coach practitioner. I have used these products not only in my practice, but for myself, and I have had so much progress in the direction of healing with this illness and have been able to help so many other people. I want to make sure that everybody who has the opportunity to learn the dynamic and the difference that these products can make to their ability to heal is profound. So I want to talk to you first about this whole idea about autoimmunity and our body's attack of our own system, tissue, organs, whatever it is, for whatever illness you have. It's very real. It's very compromising to our ability to have good quality of life, but it's also very fixable. I know when I was first diagnosed, I was not promised that there was a cure out there, but there truly is the opportunity to heal our body at the root level from the inside out. Some things that I've had a lot of success with, these supplements that Plexus offers, I want to share the dynamic of how these particular supplements have not only helped me, others, but also how they can help you. So first we want to talk about how we can heal the gut. 70% of our immune system comes from our gut, so that's a powerful place to start when you go to heal the body. The first thing I like to promote is the idea of setting up the environment within the immune system, within our gut, the viability and the environment for the good things to happen, but then also making it so the bad things are not given a place to thrive and grow. The first avenue that we do that is with this product. It's called BioCleanse. This is not like the buzzword you hear today. This is a very subtle, gentle product. Even a person that has a form of autoimmunity that where their stools might be loose, they're not going to have to worry about this making them more loose. It's vitamin C, it's sodium bicarb, it's magnesium. It helps restore whatever is out of balance and restore it to balance. Very subtly, very gently. What this does is the combination of those three ingredients, it oxygenates the environment. A lot of our North American Western diet has made our environment within our immune system very acidic, which makes illness more prone to thrive, and we don't want that happening. We want to create the environment where it's very alkaline, very oxygenated, so that the good guys, the good bacteria are thriving, but then we also have a healthy yeast balance in that digestive system as well. The next product I'm going to talk about that is paramount for healing is this product here. This is a probiotic, and it's called ProBio 5. The 5 is for the 5 strains of freeze-dried, live-cultured bacteria that are in this product. We have about 80% of our pharmacy for the antibiotic arena is actually going into our food. So when we consume mainstream food from a restaurant or a mainstream grocery store, those things like the meat, the dairy, and the poultry have antibiotics in that food supply. You go to a restaurant, those meat, dairy, poultry have antibiotics in that food supply. That has wiped out so that we have no good bacteria, no good guys fighting within our digestive system for when we are having things like yeast overgrowth overpower and overtake the digestive system. So we're going to go in and we're going to put those good bacteria back in there. What makes this particular probiotic very unique than most probiotics in the market is the fact that the cultures are freeze-dried live. So a lot of high-cultured probiotics that are on the market, they have to be refrigerated, and they have very high culture counts. The reason why that is because by the time they actually reach the source in your body, most of those cultures have died. What Plexus offers are the cultures are what's called bioavailable. That means they make it alive to the source when they arrive because those cultures have been freeze-dried. So a very powerful component of getting that good bacteria back in there and actually having it arrive alive. What a novel concept, right? The other component that makes this probiotic so unique is that it also has antifungal enzymes. So not only is it going to put in the good guys, it's also going to simultaneously fight that yeast overgrowth that is so proliferative for so many people in our society, whether you have autoimmunity or not. It's a very powerful component, necessary component to heal the gut. If you're someone who struggles with what we call called the gut-brain connection. So you have things that you struggle with, like stress, high levels of stress, anxiety, sadness, depression. You're probably missing some key bacterial strains. And honestly, most people in our society are deficient in these as well. It's not just autoimmunity. It's actually quite a few people in our society. I would say it's the norm for most people, unfortunately, to have the deficiency of these 8 strains of good bacteria that actually are sending that signal from the gut to the brain when we have imbalance with stress and sadness and anxiety. So Plexus has another probiotic. This is strictly probiotic. There's no antifungal in here. It's a strictly 8-strained, again, freeze-dried, live cultured probiotic that really has helped a lot of people in the arena of the mood dysfunction that a lot of people have by missing those key 8 strains of good bacteria. So that's very powerful to heal. So those are 3 ways that you can begin to work to restore the gut imbalance. The next thing that you can do with autoimmunity, or just really anyone in general, is you're going to go in and you're going to balance your blood sugar. Plant-based diet is proven to help restore the amount of sugar that's regulating in the blood to where it's a healthy balance. So Plexus has a product. It's plant-based. It comes in a stick powder form. You open it up and you mix it in 20 ounces of water and you drink it once a day. Okay, what this does is it brings the amount of sugar regulating in the blood to balance. That will help combat inflammation. It will help restore balance to blood pressure, cholesterol, lipids. Very healing component. In fact, even outside of the autoimmune arena, there isn't a person I can think of in our society, because we are subject to that North American Western diet, that doesn't need to have their blood sugar consistently balanced. There's so many health benefits to having the blood sugar balanced. Now, if your autoimmunity is holding you back for a healthy weight, if there's things in relationship to that are holding you back for a healthy weight, obviously the branding on this is slim. We do have clinical studies for 2 packets per day to help a person achieve a healthier weight. But whether you're drinking 2 packets or 1 packet, it doesn't matter, because if a person doesn't have an unhealthy fat level in the body, it's not going to induce fat loss for that particular person. There's only induction for those that have unhealthy fat, okay? So primary focus is to help bring the amount of sugar regulating in the blood to balance. So it's a health product first, and it can have a byproduct to help people get a healthier weight if that's something that's specifically being stored on the body, that unhealthy fat. So something else, of course, that's in relationship to autoimmunity is the amount of inflammation that we have in our bodies. When we're autoimmune, our body's attacking its own tissue. Inflammation levels are high. A lot of autoimmune illnesses have components that have pain that are related to that inflammation level. Plexus has a product. It's a natural solution to inflammation. It is called Ease. This is a omega product. It delivers omega-369, and the primary ingredient is the green-lipped mussel, which is farmed out of New Zealand. So it's just a natural solution to combat inflammation. I take anywhere from 2 to 6 per day. The other thing that helps with autoimmunity is omega-3s are very healing to sealing up the gut permeability walls. So when you have autoimmunity, the precursor to that is a condition called leaky gut. So the contents of the gut have leaked out into the body, and that's created the antibodies for the body to attack its own tissue, systems, organs. And so this helps actually, omega-3s are researched and studied and proven to help seal up those holes within the gut. So a lot of people, when they're diagnosed with their autoimmune illness, they're not given an option or an opportunity to ask the question, why has this happened? I know, like with my autoimmune illness being Hashimoto's, low thyroid functioning, the medical community did not offer me so they offered me a medication. They didn't beg the question, why is this person in their early 30s circling the drain with autoimmunity, and why is the thyroid no longer functioning when really it should be functioning? So this actually helps restore and stop the gut from leaking. So very powerful, and then also combating the inflammation. So that would be a key component to heal. The next thing that we combat with autoimmunity is the stress response in our body. So our cortisol levels. We also have a deficiency. We're deficient in healthy fatty acids. So Plexus has another plant-based, well, this is a plant-based omega that is Mega X. fantastic. This delivers actually a little bit more or differently than the E's. It delivers plant-based omega-3, 6, 9, 5, and 7. What I love about the 5 and 7 component for those who are in the autoimmune arena is that we struggle with sleep, we struggle with combating stress at high levels. It's very calming to the body, those 5 and 7, and it helps us sleep great. We take ours at bed, 2 at bed, and it just helps combat that stress response in the body because we have so much inflammation. Our bodies are burdened by high levels of inflammation, and therefore anything that we can do to combat that and get that to a healthier balance, the better. The next thing I want to talk about is the fact that what came first, the chicken or the egg? For most people who are diagnosed with autoimmune illness, I want you to know there's probably a genetic predisposition to this illness. When you add in our North American Western diet on top of that, there really was no way around it. So particularly for me, I've been tested positive for what's called the MTHFR gene mutation. That means our bodies don't have the ability to convert things like vitamins into their whole version. So folic acid, for example, when it hits the liver, it does not convert it to folate. And our bodies don't have detox pathways because the liver is the very first organ that filters everything for the body. That organ is compromised. So anything that we can do to make sure that we keep those detox pathways open as we work to restore and heal our body is helpful. But we want to make sure that anything that's coming in is as whole food as often as possible. Not only our own nutrition, but any kind of vitamin supplementation, you need to make sure it's whole food sourced. So Plexus has a whole food source multivitamin. What I love about the 50 key trace minerals and vitamins in here is not only are they whole food sourced, but they're really targeted for a lot of deficiencies for people who are struggling with autoimmunity. So that's a key component to healing. So we talked about keeping those detox pathways open. There's a couple of different avenues that you can go with this to help keep that liver functioning and healthy. There's an opportunity for you to do it through this herbal remedy. It's called milk thistle. This is a very nominal cost product. It is a non-GMO form, organic form of milk thistle, and milk thistle is demonstrated clinically to help keep those detox pathways open. This would probably run you about $15 a month. It's an easy once a time a day at bed supplement to help keep those detox pathways open. However, being that it's a milk thistle, it runs in the same family as ragweed. So if you have a known ragweed sensitivity, another option for you would be another liver detoxer would be this product here. It's called NAC. There's all kinds of different brands out there. This is a good one. This is called Thorn. NAC, so N-acetylcysteine, helps also keep those detox pathways open. So you have a couple of options there in order to help your body heal. The last component I'm going to talk about as far as supplementation is in relationship to our cortisol and our adrenal response in the body. Those are two key hormones that are out of balance for most people who have autoimmune illness on a variety of levels because we have so much inflammation response in the body. So Plexus has a product that actually targets healing for the adrenal gland and for the cortisol hormone in our body, and that's this product here, MetaBurn. MetaBurn helps with our focus, it helps with our mood, it helps with our energy. If you're struggling with fatigue with your autoimmune illness, it's very, very common. This really helps uplift the body, helps uplift the mood and our ability to focus as our bodies heal those two key hormones that are often out of balance. If you're someone that's struggling for a healthy weight in relationship to those two key hormones, and of course your autoimmune illness in general, this can help induce fat loss in the areas of our body that we typically store weight in relationship to those two hormones being out of balance. Generally our abdomen, our stomach area, our hip, our butt, our thighs are where a lot of people store weight when those two key hormones are out of balance, so it helps restore that balance. These are all very subtle, gentle, natural occurring ingredients that are really needed by anybody, but specifically those who are autoimmune are getting so much help from how these products work to heal and restore those key imbalances that happen with autoimmunity. I would be remiss if I didn't didn't tell you that if you think there's a one-time fix-all, that's not true. Nutrition is a very powerful component to healing. In my practice, I recommend everybody eat for their blood type. We all have certain enzymes within our blood that help us digest food easier. Certain foods based off of our blood type can create inflammation for the body. For example, I'm an O blood type. Dairy creates inflammation for my body. So anytime I can help combat and cut down the inflammation response in the body is all working in the direction of healing. So if you need further information on that, there's quite a bit of literature out there. You can always reach out to me and I can send you what literature I have. But everybody that I've been able to help, including myself, when they follow that blood type nutrition protocol, they do work in the most positive direction of healing. So hopefully that has helped you with your better understanding about how products, these particular supplements can help your body heal from the inside out and get you on to the absolute best version of you. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Have a good day.